my name is Rachel and thanks for stopping by. You might be wondering right now, Rachel, where are your eyelashes? And my eyelashes are making an appearance because I don't have any mascara on because today we're going to be reviewing a palette that I'm so excited to have my hands on, and you already know by the title of this video, so I should probably stop acting like it's a surprise, but we have the Jeffree Star Morphe collaboration, and I'm so excited to be reviewing this because I watch Jeffree's videos all the time. I don't own any of his products just because they are a little more on the pricey end, and I try to save money as much as I can because I am in college and I'm on a budget and I'm trying to set myself up for future financial success. But this palette was on sale and we're in quarantine, so my shopping habits may be a little bit more unnecessary than normal, but I will say I haven't really spent that much money. I did buy some clothes yesterday, which I'm going to do a haul for when they come in the mail, and I bought myself this makeup, so I haven't really bought any other unnecessary things. But I got this palette for $30 along with a chemical peel from The Ordinary, which I was so excited for because I have a lot of acne scars and apparently that's supposed to help so much. I've only used it twice, but so far I love it. I haven't seen a ton of results, but I have really high hopes for it. And I bought the butter blush from the Physicians Formula. That is what it is. And I got it all for a few cents under $30 from Ulta. And this palette usually retails for over $30, so I was really happy. I'll put how much it actually was right here because I don't know. But let's go ahead and take this out. So this is what the outside of the palette looks like, and it opens up and there is a full-size mirror in it, which I would really appreciate. And then all of these beautiful colors in here. And I think this is so cute because the first row of shadows says, "Welcome back to my channel, Wand Noise." Like, those are all of the shade names together. And if you've ever watched one of Jeffree's videos, that's his intro. So that's really cute. All of the names have to do with him. If you watch his videos, you will know what these mean. Jeffree has a really fun personality, so I always think it's cute whenever makeup artists, makeup gurus, whatever you want to call them, turn their palettes into things that are related to them in regards to their shade names. So first, looking at this palette, I was really attracted to it because it has your neutral colors. It has some fun green ones. I don't use green a lot, but when I play around with colors, having really nice greens is always super helpful. And then we have these beautiful pink shades. I'm going to do more of a pink look today. And I love some of these super sparkly ones. I've never really used like a sparkly silver, so I might try to incorporate that today, but we're just gonna play around with it and I'm gonna give you my first impressions. Up close and personal. I know I'm already gonna hate this angle, but we're gonna try to give you the best view possible. So I do have this little brush sponge that I'm gonna be using throughout the video. It just cleans off your brush. It's super useful. I got this as a gift, as I mentioned in one of my other videos where I talk about it as one of my favorite products. But I'm sure you can buy them online. I don't really know what they're called. I don't see them a lot, but it's so helpful in getting the powder off of your brush when you want to use it with a different shade. I'm going to start off with the shade Calabasas, which is this one, in my crease. Oh my gosh, pigment. I didn't even dip my brush in there that much, and look at that. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. And then I'm going to blend it out with the color Self-Made, which is this one right here. And I am going to use the same brush. I'm just using a flathead brush. Let's see that. I'm trying to do this without like getting my mirror all up in the... Okay. And I'm just going in very lightly with that. Kind of pulling it out the same direction that my eyebrow goes. And those kind of merge into one color, which is what I wanted. And then I'm gonna take this fluffier blending brush and I'm gonna make sure that there's no product on it and just blend that out really well. And we're going to be doing more blending later, so it does not have to be perfect. And then I want to dip in. I want to deepen up the crease again with the shade Hi Dude. Just right here. Are you guys getting a good angle? I feel like you might be. And I'm trying to put that just a bit lower than I put the first shade. And once again, dragging that out. So I don't have a full plan, but I can kind of visualize what I actually want to do. So I'm going to take more of Hi Dude, which I just put on. And I think I'm going to mix it a little bit with Calabasas, which was the first shade we put on. And I'm going to go ahead and go under my eye into my lower lash line. And put that there. And drag it up to meet those other colors that we already have on. So I don't have this planned out what I'm going to be doing, and I think that's one reason I enjoy makeup so much, is because I just kind of go with the flow. I have an overall idea of what I want to do, but it doesn't have to end up some certain result, which I think adds more fun to it and less frustration if it doesn't turn out a super planned way that I had in mind, because I don't ever have that expectation in my head. Just kind of play with it, look at it and see like what can be improved. Like if you see little patches, like fill them in. There's so many things that you look for the tiny mistakes that you've made technique wise, and then you slightly fix them. And that might mean adding a few different colors or doing a few different things that you didn't have planned from the beginning. So now that I've made that little wing, I'm going to take some of the shade Fast Lane, which is a black shade. I'm going to put it in the corner right here and kind of blend it out into that brown, but I definitely want the brown to be the outermost shade. And a little into the lower lash line. I will say I don't think this is the best black I've ever used, but it's pretty good. Especially for this look, I think it's gonna blend out really well. It's not like the blackest black I've ever used, which is good because sometimes you don't always want the blackest black. But if we're judging on terms of that, then it's not the best one I've used. And then I'm just gonna blend a little bit. One thing that I really try to pay attention to whenever I am using new palettes is how things blend. So I try to blend as much as I can because different eyeshadows behave differently, and sometimes you have to use different techniques to get the results that you want. I am going to dip it back into the Self-Made, which was the brightest pink that we first used, and just use it to blend everything out a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in with a brush that's sort of rounded and a little more dense than the brushes that I've been using. And I'm going to go in with the shade Mogul, which is this one. And I'm going to dip into that and sort of blend right where that black is up into the crease. And I'm going to go about a little more than halfway to my eyelid in a slanted line. I'm just going to pack that on. That actually applied a lot brighter than I thought. I thought it was going to be more of like a deep purple, but it's really pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to go back into the shade Calabasas, which was that first crease shade, and sort of blend the whole thing out. I'm going to take my blending brush again and go into all of that. Now we're going to focus again on the lash line, and I'm going to take Calabasas once again and kind of finish filling out the bottom lash line, but not going all the way. See how I'm stopping about right here? And I'm just going to kind of blend all that together, making sure that this line is as straight as possible, but well blended out. Clean off my brush and then grab some of that Self-Made and put it right in there. And I kind of went off track a little bit, but we can clean that up. And I'm just going to take it all the way around. And blending once again. Now to clean this up, I'm just going to take a flat concealer brush and put a tiny bit of concealer. I'm going to be using this one. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. in the shade Fair, of course, because I'm pale. And I'm just going to kind of dab that on there. And then I'll dab it on my hand a little bit to kind of get some of the excess off. And I'm just going to kind of clean this area up a little bit. I'm going to go in very, very lightly. And kind of smooth it out with my finger. I do like a sharper line, but I don't like for it to be super sharp. I like a mix between not cleaned up and cleaned up. And then I'm just going to go back in with my fluffy blending brush and kind of go over all of that. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take that same dense brush that I used before, and I'm going to go into Custom Rims, which is that silver shade that I mentioned in the very beginning. And I'm really excited to put this on and put it on. Ooh. I did swatch this when I first got the palette, and I will say I wasn't that impressed with the way that it swatched, but it's applying beautifully. And I'm just trying to keep it under my crease line. And if I wanted that to be a sharper cut crease, I could have applied concealer first, and I would have used a really white concealer, but I just didn't really care. Now that that silver is packed on, I'm going to go back in with the black shade that we used earlier, and I'm going to blend out this black line a little more into the silver. I use that kind of as like an eyeliner effect, but it's not very perfect. Like, it's just like a smoky eyeliner. I'm going to blend into that. I'm going to blend the whole thing out. Be careful when you blend shimmers like this because they will go everywhere, usually. I don't really know how this one works, but yeah, it's going to go everywhere. So I just blend it a teeny tiny bit and then focus more on blending around. And then, of course, we need a inner corner highlight. I do already have on a brow highlight. That's because I always put on gel after I do my brows and put on the highlight, just because the highlight tends to show up my eyebrow. So I already put that on, but I do want to use an inner corner highlight, and I'm going to use a mix of the shade Welcome, which is a white shimmer, and the shade 2, which is a pink shimmer. This one and this one. So I'm going to start with the shade Welcome, and I'm just going to go all in there. This is a pretty good white. I do have other ones I like better, but I do love when palettes come with a inner corner highlight, because when you're traveling you can just easily grab one palette and not have to worry about it, and a lot of them I feel like don't have them. So this palette is definitely good for traveling, and I feel like it's very versatile because it has those browns and then it has fun colors. And then I'm going to take the shade 2, and which is the pink one, and go more in the center of where I put that. So the white I kind of fanned out and went in a wider area with, but the pink I just want to concentrate right in the corner. And I can see that I have fallout on my face. It's not a lot. The pink didn't really fall out, but the shimmers did. So I'm just going to kind of wipe that off. I feel like is going to happen with pretty much every palette that you use. It's very rare that I find palettes that don't have fallout. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, apply some mascara, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is a look all complete. I really love the way that this turned out. I love the silver. Like I said, I've never really used that, so I think it looks super cute. I think the palette overall was really good. It has a good mix of types of colors. It has your neutrals and some for some more fun looks. And I love how it has gold and silver shimmers, as well as colors that can be used for highlighter or inner corner brow bone highlights. And I'm sure if you were extra careful, you would probably use some of these pinks as blush. I think I might add a little more blush. I think that would look cute with this eye look. And yeah, I think it's good. I love that it has a full mirror. I'm a big fan of Morphe. Literally, like, all of my palettes are Morphe. They're super affordable, and I love this collaboration with Jeffree. It's still Morphe quality products and has Jeffree's signature style all over it, so I'm very satisfied with it. Overall, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. And I would highly recommend it. I think for the price point, it's great. It has 30 shades, so you're spending about $1 a shade, which is a great price if you look at the price of singles. So yeah, I highly recommend this palette. I think it'll be great to travel with. I can't wait to take it places with me. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that big red subscribe button, and the notification bell is right beside it so you never miss one of my videos. Thank you so much for being here, and other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye!